Hello everyone, happy Monday! So I am back this week with another lovely full 5-day week of videos for you, so that'll be super fun. I'm starting out the week with this layout. I'm going to be using a free cut file. This free cut file was given away in the Spiegelmom Scraps newsletter. If you have not signed up for the newsletter, you can do it right from their shop. And it says hashtag boy mom, and then there is this really fun kind of intricate cut file that has a bunch of balls. I'm just weeding it out now. You can see it there. It says balls, and then everywhere you can get the snarky if you want. My kids they're not sports kids. They're the nerdy Doctor Who gaming type of kids, so we're going to play with that title a little bit and have it mean something else. I chose 3 photos of my boys. These photos just show how goofy they are, like totally just goofy kids. And I'm backed, when I cut the cut file, and then I also cut a background using paper from Wild Whisper, the Child at Heart collection, and I thought that would be perfect. I love how the cut file kind of pops off of that cut background. So I'm just getting an idea of where I want to put these elements. The cut file, I cut it super big. I know I want to tuck my photos in there, and then I'm going to take this boy mom and put it up at the top. And I also know that I'm going to need another pattern paper because I want to bring some pattern paper down to the cut file. I am working with some cream, or I think it's Basil Natural cardstock. That's what I cut the cut file out of, and that's going to be my background. And my reason for that is simply because I'm totally out of white cardstock. I have ordered white cardstock, tons of it, and so it's on its way to me, but it hadn't reached me by the time I did this layout. So this is that collection from the Child at Heart collection from Wild Whisper. I'm going through all of the cards. I'm finding cards that have backgrounds that I like, and I'm going to go ahead and just back all of my photos with some pattern. This is one of those collections I only have a wee little bit left, so I'm going to have to kind of use it smartly. Let's put it that way. So I want to take this gray paper and I want it to come down to the cut file, but I don't want it to go past the cut file. So I'm just going to measure it and decide where it needs to be trimmed up and then adhere it to the paper. And now we have everything down, and I'm going to go ahead now and just add my photos. So you can see there that worked really well, just using those 4x6 cards and then just giving a little mat of the pattern around. Since I had a double card pack, if they said something I thought I would use later, I've already used it. I just kind of let that go. So I'm going to kind of like move these photos around about 1,000 times as I try to get the title into the top and figure out how I need to place everything. Once I have the cut file and the photos adhered here, there isn't a whole lot of room for a ton of embellishments. So I went through the die cut pack and I picked a couple little sayings I thought worked with my photos, and I'm going to add that Playtime above everywhere because I felt like that really said something. These are photos, you know, when you get your boys all dressed up and you want to take nice formal pictures and then they just totally crack up. That's what these photos represent. And so I thought the idea of Playtime everywhere worked really well for these photos. And then I also added that little square that says, I do all my own stunts. So, and I'm going to pop all of these up with some foam tape and just pop them up away from the die cut. If you would like to see another fabulous take using this cut file, you can go over to my friend Alex. She is a Pink Crafty Mama on YouTube. She created a layout with this cut file as well. We are kind of using this cut file and the ideas for our Boy Moms Unite series that we do every so often when something strikes our interest. And that will give you another way you can use this fabulous, fabulous cut file. If you have not yet, I highly recommend that you take a trip over to the Spiegelmom Scraps website and subscribe to the newsletter so that you don't miss out on these cut files. I know Alex turned all these balls into shakers. So cute. So definitely take a trip over. And she also did a double page spread, which I do not do. As you guys know, I am not a double page spread. I tend to go 12 by 12 and smaller. That's just what I gravitate towards. I don't know that I could do 12 by 12 and bigger. That's just a little bit much for me. So I am just trimming off the edges of my page there, the little photos that were hanging off the edge a bit. Now I'm going to look for sequins. So check this out. If you have never seen my punch bowl of sequins before, this is my punch bowl of sequins. I love just having them in this bowl, and I can flip through them and find the ones I want. And I'm going to go ahead and use this Big Bling sequin mix, which is like these big circles and all these beautiful colors. And these are actually still available in the shop. So you can see here how I just kind of sprinkled them around my layout just to kind of reinforce kind of the circles and to give a little more color without a lot of heaviness, because this layout is already quite busy. And so I'm just going to go ahead and glue them down right where they are, right there. And that will complete this layout. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't yet, head over to the Spiegelmom Scraps shop and grab yourself some of these big bling sequins, because I think I'm going to use them for a couple more layouts soon. I had maybe forgotten about them a little bit, forgotten they were in my stash. Going through my punch bowl was incredibly helpful in that regard. And now I have them on my desk in eyesight, so you'll probably be seeing them again soon. All right, guys, have a wonderful Monday. Everybody hang in there. Let me know how you're all doing with your social distancing and your quarantining. Are you at home all the time? I am at home all the time. And yeah, I hope this gives you some inspiration, and just keep scrapping. Just keep scrapping. All right, guys, see you later. Bye.